Think you're getting the most out of Freecash? I have been a member for years, and in this video I will share 8 tricks most people overlook that can actually boost your earnings. No hype, just real practical tips. So keep watching if you want to make sure you earn as much as possible. In case you don't know, my name is Michael and I have been testing and sharing real ways to make money online for years here on my YouTube channel. And Freecash is one of my favorite free platforms for earning some extra money. But I've noticed that some people only scratch the surface of what's possible. And that's why I put together these 8 simple yet powerful tricks that I personally use to earn more with Freecash. And I'll walk you through each one step by step, so let's dive in and get you those extra earnings. So first of all, I just want to make it clear that Freecash is a free platform you can join, and you can join from basically all countries. This will not be a full tutorial because I have that also elsewhere on my channel and my website. I'll leave a link below to my website so you can go there and find it. I will instead here focus on the extra things that many people overlook you can use to boost your earnings and get the most out of it, because a lot have changed since I last shared these Freecash tips and tricks. And the first important thing you need to be aware of is that when you just sign up, and this is actually not one of the 8 tips, this is just something you need to be aware of if you're not already a member, that you can get a joining bonus. And the exact joining bonus will depend on where you live. In some countries you'll just get $5 right away. In others you can get a Freecash where you can redeem it and win a quite large amount. If you decide it's for you, if you're not yet a member, I will leave my invitation link below. You can go and quickly get started. But let's now go over these 8 tips to then boost your earnings and make sure you get the most out of it. So I have now logged into Freecash, and just if you have any doubts, yes, it does pay and all that. I do have also videos where I show that. You can see my current earnings in my account here. I have many videos where I show that. Also, I do show it in my full written review on my website. Again, I'll leave a link to that below. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. But the first tip that many overlook is that if you go here to this section and you go to the bonuses, you can see there's something called bonus codes, and these are promo codes that they sometimes share, and you can see they share them on different social media, and they actually do share them quite often. It's not something that will give you a lot, but if you keep an eye on them, follow them on social media, then once in a while they share these codes. Sometimes they are limited how many they can use them or for how long it's valid, so you just need to keep an eye on it regularly. Then you just paste the code here, apply, and the earnings will be added to your account. You can, for example, see just an example here, an older one there on their Instagram page there. That's one of the places they share it. They don't always share the same one on all the channels there, but if you decide to go to Instagram, then also just make sure to drop me a follow so you can also get my tips and tricks there. I will actually leave my link also to my Instagram below, so then you can also find that. But that's just one thing to be aware of. Follow them on social media. Once in a while you can get a code, some easy free money. It takes a few seconds. The next trick is something that many people are overlooking, and you can see here in the bonus section also there's a leaderboard, and if you go here, there is where you can click and see the daily earnings. You can see the country, but you can also see the exact offers that person has actually earned from. You see here, you can go through, see what all the top earners are earning, the exact offer they're taking, the countries they're from. Of course, if you're not from that country, there's no guarantee that exact offer is available, but it can be a really great way to see what the top earners are doing. Try to go for some of those offers, because there's so many offers and service here that it can be hard to figure out what the best ones is. This is a great way to get inspiration for that. I actually have a full video where I go more into details about how to do this. I'll leave a link in the top corner so you can check that out if you want to know more about that. The third tip is to keep an eye on the special bonuses and promotions they often have, and these especially are for the offer walls, because you can see, for example, right now they have an offer wall where they give a 50% bonus. There's no guarantee that the exact same offers will be available when you go there, because this changes from time to time, but here 20%, 50%, 50%, 50%, 50%. So in general, Freecash pays more for paid offers than many other get paid to sites, and when they then have these promotions, the rewards can be really great. So my tip is to keep an eye on this because they very often have these different campaigns, and then those days focus on the offers from the offer walls where they have these bonuses, because that can really increase your earnings, as you can see. Another tip is to make sure to use the bonus opportunities that Freecash has, because it has better bonus opportunities than most other get paid to sites. And you can go to the bonus section, and sometimes the design changes a little bit, so just be aware of that. But for example, they have the daily streak. Sometimes they have bonus ladders also, where you can claim here, and you can see if you have a streak 7 days in a row, you can even earn up to $150 if you are very lucky. But other than that, if you're active on Freecash anyways, make sure to go here, you click a button, it takes 1 second, and then you can see you would get 3 cents, 5 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents, 40 cents, 80 cents, and then you can win up to $150. So it takes a few seconds, but some people just forget to do it. So if you use Freecash, make sure to spend that extra second claiming that daily streak. Another trick is to keep an eye on the leaderboard, because as you can see, they give away $500 daily and $5,000 monthly. And this is the highest paying leaderboard that I have seen on any of the get paid to sites that I have tested. I have tested hundreds of them. And you can see also the price, for example, on the daily one just is $50 for the top earner. The top earner right now has earned $500. I assume that is because they have just completed really high paying offer, but again, you can see that also. You can just click and see it, as I just explained earlier how to do. But as you can see here, they do pay bonuses to people that have not necessarily earned that much, because they pay, if we just go down here, see all the way to top 1,000 they actually pay daily. That will of course not be a lot, but still you can see it's definitely possible. And sometimes you might have completed a high paying offer and you are close to moving up the ladder, and keeping an eye on this can be very great, because sometimes just completing one more survey, doing one more short offer can bump you up to get a lot higher price or reward. So keep an eye on that, optimize based on that, so you can get these extra earnings from the leaderboard they have. So another way to boost your earnings is by inviting others, because Freecash does have an affiliate program or referral program or refer a friend. There are many different names for it, and you can see they have different tiers. So where you would be, how much you would earn. Here, for example, 5%, but it can be all the way up to 30% commission. So that all depends how much you earn. And you would just get a link here, you would share it with others, and then you would earn a commission whenever they are earning. This will not be taken from their earnings. They will earn the exact same thing. This is something Freecash pays you to thank you for inviting others, and that will go into your Freecash account. And I also do have such an invitation link. So if you want to support my channel, if you're not already a member, I will leave a link below. So you're more than welcome to then join through that. And if you then like it, you can invite others, and you can see you can basically earn passively like that. And if you just look at the leaderboard, you can see there are some affiliates that earn a lot of money or have earned. This is an overall leaderboard, so this is not something they do monthly or anything like that. But as you can see, some people are earning really nice money by inviting others. But of course, if you don't have a huge audience or anything like that, then this is not the type of earnings you will get. But still, you can get some nice extra earnings by sharing it with other people if you truly like it. Because as I always say, when it comes to referring people, only invite people to something you actually like using yourself. That's at least my approach to it. So the last tip and trick here I want to share is when it comes to the cash out, to choose your method and the amount you choose to get paid wisely, because there are some methods, for example, that have higher fees than others, and the exact payout method will depend on your country. These are the ones that are currently available for me. But for example, if we look at PayPal, you can see that if I choose to have the $5 payout, you can see there will be in general a withdrawal fee, but there will also be a PayPal consumer fee of $1. But if I, for example, wait and I cash out when I have earned $50, then you can see here there is still the withdrawal fee, the 5%, but there is no PayPal consumer fee. So that's one thing to be aware of. Here it would be 5%, but here that would not be there. So by choosing or waiting until you've accumulated a little bit more, you can actually save on the withdrawal. And also the fee can vary. So for example, if you withdraw through certain cryptos, you can see that there will be also a fee sometimes, but some of them have a crypto fee, others also don't. So that's just something to be aware of. But in general, Freecash does charge a fee for most of the withdrawal methods, so that's just something to be aware of. But you can go in here and easily take a look at that before you decide to withdraw, so you know what to expect. But sometimes they also have special methods where they give a bonus instead. Choose your method wisely. Of course, the most important is that you can get paid in a way that you actually like. It shouldn't only be the fees that decide that, but for example, PayPal, maybe it's worth considering waiting until you've earned $25 because there will be a lower fee. Again, just something to consider to get the most out of your time. So to sum it all up, Freecash is, in my opinion and experience, one of the highest paying get paid to sites. But again, how much you can earn really depends on the country you live in. But if you are using this method that I just went over, together with the regular gaming offers they have, the paid surveys, all the obvious ways to earn, then you can really optimize and get the most out of it. And in case you're not a member yet, I will leave my invitation link below. I will also leave my link to a full tutorial I have on my website, so you can check that out if you want to know even more details. And also, if you have any tips you have used on Freecash yourself, I would love to hear them in the comments below. So please feel free to share there. And if the video helped you, also make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.